In news that will probably make almost everybody happy except, well, the EU and George Soros, anti-mass immigration Sweden Democrats surge into first place. There is something happening here. It's absolutely amazing. Now look, at the end of the day, guys, look, Sweden has an election coming up later this year. There's no surprise that they're heading right, so to speak. They've been bombarded by a whole bunch of immigrants, and people are sick of it. They're sick of being raped, they're sick of being murdered, they've been sick of the crime. People want their countries back. And yeah, this is sort of giving new hope for Sweden. So let's jump into the story. A new poll out of Sweden shows the support for the leftist ruling party is collapsing, while the anti-mass immigration Sweden Democrats have surged into first place ahead of the election in September. The Seto survey found that support for Jamie Atkins, I might be getting that wrong, I apologise, Sweden Democrats, or SD, now stands at 26.1%, a gain of 3% since the previous polls. Meanwhile, support for the ruling leftist Social Democrat led by Prime Minister Stefan Löfven has slumped to 21.7%, a drop in 3.6%. Pro-immigration party, the moderates, have also lost support according to the poll. There's something happening here, and it's only a few months left of the election. It's absolutely amazing, said Sweden Democrats Party Secretary Richard Jomshof. I might be mispronouncing. Sweden has experienced growing problems with violent crime and rape since it opened its borders to mass immigration. It's funny how those two always seem to go hand in hand, isn't it? Moving along. Last month we reported on how police in Ostan, I might be mispronouncing, were told women not to go out late to avoid being raped. Yeah, just don't leave your house. You'll be safe that way. I actually did cover that story. I found it was absolutely disgusting and appalling, and yeah, but anyway. Surging sexual assaults and rapes have largely been driven by Sweden accepting millions of predominantly Muslim migrants. A study by the Swedish newspaper Aftonbladet, I always get that name wrong, found that 88% of gang rapists in the Slovenian country over the last 6 years have had migrant backgrounds. Funny how that always seems to work out as well. Other figures show that migrants from Muslim majority nations commit 84% of very violent rapes in Sweden. A private study of 4,142 ruling regarding sexual-related crimes passed by 40 Swedish courts between 2012 and 2014 found that 95.6% of rapes were committed by men of foreign descent. Frustration has also increased as a result of authorities interrogating and prosecuting Swedes who complain about the problem on social media. Yeah, hey, you have a society that is being raped by a whole bunch of invaders or immigrants going into your country, but don't say anything on social media because chances are you'll get arrested. Great! Anyway, moving along. The poll is yet another positive indication that general populism is rising in the West. Last week's announcement that Italy had formed a populist coalition government sent shockwaves through the global elite. Meanwhile, in Canada, Justin Trudeau's Liberty Party got so utterly trounced in the Ontario election, they've lost their official party status. They are now not entitled to speak during public debates nor receive public funds to establish party offices. Wow. Okay, so just to reiterate that, Justin Trudeau's Liberal Party is now not entitled to speak during public debates nor receive public funding. That's how much they're losing their support. I will cover that story as well. So, like I say, 5 or 6 videos today, guys. But yeah, so what's the news? Look, obviously I want to talk to a few people from Sweden. I really do. I want to see how they're going. I do have a few people that I talk to that are from that area, subs and non-subs, and at the end of the day, I think they're going to be very, very happy with this news. But look, yeah, obviously 21% is a long way away from the 50% I think they need. So they will have to form a coalition. But at the end of the day, yeah, it's great news for Sweden. And yeah, well, obviously we'll have to see what happens with the elections. But yeah, I think you'll find that that number will actually be higher than what they're saying. A lot of people won't want to say that they're doing, that they want to vote for the Sweden Democrats, because of the fact that you can get arrested for expressing opinions over there. So I think a lot of it's going to be sort of hidden behind closed doors. But yeah, I'll be very surprised if the Sweden Democrats don't coin up at the election. But guys, let me know what your thoughts are regarding this. Do you like the fact that Sweden is heading towards the Sweden Democrats? Do you think this is a good thing? Do you think this is a bad thing? How do you think they're going to go when it comes to the election? Do you think they're going to do well? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. If this video has been helpful, please smack a like. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. Apart from that, guys, I'll see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube. Have a great day and enjoy.